rail stands are basic freestyle tricks, and they're real consistent once you got them. Like you just saw in that those examples, I did a few of them in a row, and I could have done way more. And once you got them, you can do rail flips, which have unlimited possibilities. So yeah, and they're a good gauge to see if you like freestyle, because these are probably one of the first freestyle tricks that you should learn. So by learning these, you'll find out if you like freestyle, if that's something you want to pursue or not. So yeah, here's the trick tip. So there are two types of rail stands. There's a heel side rail stand, where the heel of your foot is touching the side of the board, really easy to remember. And there are toe side rail stands, where the toe of your foot is touching the side of the board. So to get into a heel side rail stand, you're going to want to set up your feet like this. So your heel, you're going to want your heel right, like, at the, in front of the balls. And you're going to want your toe in back of the balls. It doesn't matter what order. You can have them here, or you can have them here, whatever you want. I do them like this, but it doesn't matter. So what you're going to want to do, if you got it, you push down. When the board gets to about here, you're going to shift your weight to this foot, and then bring your other foot back so that when you land, both feet are on. Yeah, it just takes practice. That's basically all I can tell you. It just takes practice. And the two main things that people do wrong are not pushing down hard enough, where you go like that, and pushing down too much, where you're like that, and then you slam forward or something, or just not committing, like going like that, and your foot like hits the ground because you're not committing. You're not bringing your other foot up. So you really got to focus on committing. A good way to practice committing to these is have the board and practice jumping onto it. It's really easy, but it helps with your commitment. So yeah, now I'll talk about toe side rail. With the toe side rail stand, you could do this a couple ways, or you could get into them a couple ways. You could either do the opposite of what I just said, where you push down with this, and then just, like, do exactly what I said before. Or the most common is putting your feet like this. Then you push down and jump up, and you land on it. And because the board is pivoting on this wheel, it pivots straight up. So all you have to do is jump. You don't have to worry about landing or anything. So just jump and land. Again, that takes commitment. Two main problems are either not going enough, like that, or going too much, like that, and just not getting your balance right. So you land, kind of wobble. One thing that helps, though, with rail stands, you can practice this before you learn them. Get on it and try to, like, pivot. Just practice pivoting. And, because if you land off balance, you can pivot out. So that really helps. That's probably one of the most important things, is learning how to pivot. It feels weird at first, but once you got it, it's so important to learning them. Because I still land off balance a lot, and but I don't fall because I learned to pivot. So yeah, just that. And the board, it can, if you feel yourself leaning, don't bail, because the board will lean without falling, and as long as your balance is over the center of the board, like, you can be over here or over here, as long as your weight is at the center of the board, like centered over the board, you're not gonna fall. So yeah, I've actually been like at a 45-degree angle before and not fallen. So yeah, and if your board's leaning instead of keeping it centered over the board, you might want to compensate and have it a little over this way. So instead of the board being here, if it's here, your weight might want to be here. Just compensate. Use common sense. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I'll show you some examples and maybe some first-person examples so that you can really get a feel for them. And then you can learn how to do rail flips, which will be my next trick tip. That's real important. I landed off balance, but I pivoted out. That's super, super important. One thing I didn't explain, I probably should have, but I thought it was kind of self-explanatory, how to get out of it. Basically, push your foot forward, jump, and land. You just gotta push forward enough. There's not really too much, because, like, unless you push forward really hard, it's not gonna go past here. So yeah, big problem is not pushing forward enough, and the board goes back, and you don't land it. So, that's basically it. Or in a toe side rail stand, just pushing back, same thing. So, yeah, just keep watching my videos, rate and comment, even if you hated my video. Rate and comment. If you liked it, subscribe. Post video responses if you want, saying how much you love my videos, or how much you hate them, or just whatever. I don't care. Yeah, just do that. Thanks. See ya.